Hey guys, it's Trish and welcome to Restful and Softly Rooted. So today we are actually going to talk about a movement that is happening, y'all. A movement that is happening on social media, and it is the Cancel Christmas 2025 movement. Okay. People are ready to cancel Christmas. All right. People are saying they are fed up. They are tired. They're stressed out. They are overwhelmed. I wanted to kind of show you guys a couple of people talking about a couple of things that's happening for them that is leading them towards the Canceled Christmas 2025 movement. So let's watch some of what's happening and get a better understanding of what is the fuel that's behind this movement.
I told my kids, I was like, you're not getting a big Christmas. You're just not. Because with everything that is going on right now, people were already struggling before the government shut down and before SNAP benefits were affected. And now look at it. People aren't going to be able to eat. I would not feel comfortable in my own home knowing that I bought all this materialistic garbage for my family, knowing that somebody else ain't eating.
There's a lot of people right now that are just going through it. And if you are lucky enough, or I shouldn't say luck, maybe some people don't believe in that. I respect people's, opinions. But if you're someone who's not going through that right now, it may be difficult to kind of understand why people are at such a place of frustration and desperation that they would want to cancel Christmas. Let me show you guys some of the comments. So this person says, I feel the same way. I can't stand Christmas anymore, and I haven't wanted to celebrate it in 4 years. This is completely off topic, but I just received eviction papers and me and my family are going to be homeless if we don't figure something out in 30 days. Please pray for me. So families are facing evictions right now. People don't have benefits. They don't have ways to feed their family. They don't have money to, take care of their family. And so some more people, right? So this person says, I can't afford Christmas at all this year, right? This person just can't afford it. We are just going to stay home and enjoy family, and that's it. I can't afford to buy all the gifts, can't afford to buy all the presents, can't afford to do all of that stuff. Just had this conversation with my teenage son. Holidays are looking different this year and moving forward. Another person, I'm not doing it either. Right? I decided I'm going to put up some decorations, drink hot chocolate, and listen to music. But there will be no gifts. It's just a lot. People are going through a lot.
Christmas is canceled. Canceled. So let me tell you today what happened. I get an email from my insurance company for the renewal for November. My insurance goes up $300. Total a month it'll be $600 for one car. Where the fuck am I supposed to get $600 from a month for car insurance? Tell me.
Somebody else, car insurance, $600. Her premium for car insurance went up. If you're paying $600 for car insurance, and so while, yes, this may be someone who maybe doesn't collect SNAP and who, maybe isn't a government worker that's furloughed, but when her car insurance is $600 a month, she said it, Christmas is canceled. I just can't do it. Here's someone else.
My job released our open enrollment. It started today. I am currently paying $240 every 2 weeks for health insurance for a family. Correct? Now, that does not include my vision, dental, 401k, or disability. So when you add all of those in, I'm paying about $550 every 2 weeks for my entire family to have medical, dental, vision. I have disability, coverage, and I also contribute to my 401k. We just got our benefits for next year. What I'm currently paying $240 every 2 weeks for is going up to $709 every 2 weeks. That does not include my 401k, my vision, my dental, my disability insurance. How can I possibly survive paying $1,500 just in medical coverage? Just in medical coverage. They already kicked our spouses off of our coverage because they said if your spouse can get insurance through their job, we're cutting them off. So not only did you cut them out, it tripled. $700 just for medical benefits every 2 weeks. I'm not even talking about a month. This is bi-weekly. How is this? And I work in medical. How is this fair? How does this work for anybody? I can literally cry. I have a daughter that's graduating college next year. I have a daughter that's getting married next year. On top of that, we have to live. How? How can anybody live spending just $1,500 a month just in healthcare that doesn't cover our dental, that doesn't cover our vision? On top of that, there's a $2,000 deductible and a 20% co-insurance. So either way, anytime we go to the doctor, anytime we do anything, we got to come out of pocket. On top of what I'm already paying.
There you have it. You know, health insurance. Some people are able to dodge some things. Some people are getting blow after blow after blow after blow. Some are able to dodge some, but they get caught up in others. And, you know, this one has impacted me. I got the insurance, the letter from my insurance company too. I don't know what I'm going to do. While wasn't directly impacted by the SNAP benefits because I don't have SNAP, I'm not a federal worker, so I wasn't directly furloughed, although I work for a company that has federal funding. And so eventually I know it's going to be a trickle-down effect, and that's going to impact me. We get federal funding. It's not all of our funding, but it's part of our funding. So I know eventually that will impact me, but the health insurance, I'm directly impacted by it. And so, you know, people are going through stuff, y'all. They going through it.
I got this in the mail today. This is from Cigna. They are my health insurance provider, telling me that my monthly premiums effective January 1st, 2026 under the Affordable Care Act are going to go from $24 a month to $1,473 a month and 3 cents. I was trying to do the math on that. That's approximately an increase of 6,100%.
Her insurance went up from $20-something to $1,473. Like, what is she like? It's insane. It's insane. So yeah, I mean, what is going on is just causing people to just feel frustrated, overwhelmed. You know, for some people, it's coming from maybe a place of desperation. For other people, it's coming from a place of caution. You don't want to deplete everything that you have for Christmas, for the holidays, because you don't know what's coming and when. You know, people are saying, hey, like these big corporations, and, you know, we're pouring money into corporations, and we're pouring money into big companies, and we're pouring money into a system that we're not getting anything, or we're not getting as much back from it. And so something's got to give. Something's got to give. And, you know, I get it. I get it.
On task, go ahead and cancel Christmas. Go on and start that family chat and let them know that you're not exchanging gifts this year. Hopefully everybody in your family is on board. And I know you're thinking about the kids. Well, Facebook Marketplace. If you're going to buy something for somebody, buy something small and local. You know, support a small retailer. But It's going to be Red Friday for these folks this year. Someone called it that in my chat. It says it's not going to be Black Friday this year. It need to be Red Friday. And I agree 100%. Hashtag Red Friday. But it's a good opportunity to teach your kids that freedom ain't free. And it's a conversation that need to be had because, you know, somebody going to have to sacrifice and we're going to have to fight for this shit. So here we are. And those retailers, they're going to know. I know they're sitting on inventory from last winter. And guess what? They're going to have that same inventory next winter. It's like, seriously, let's do this. There were Christmases I had as a kid when my mom didn't have any money. She made a sweet potato pies, and that was fine. You know, they were good. We were just as happy. We were like, who's in Whoville? And I think that's how it needs to be. You know, if you want to do something, switch it up a little bit. Do some community service. Spend some time, you know, serving in a soup kitchen as a family. Donate some money to like a homeless shelter. Help somebody else this year and do something that really counts if you're going to do something. But if you buy something, please buy something small and local. Don't give these retailers nothing. We're not spending money. October, November, December, they make a whole lot of money off of us. And here's the time to teach them. We're not spending no money. Red Friday, cancel Christmas.
I love that she talks about the true meaning of Christmas, right? And how what made Christmas beautiful growing up for many people was it was the spending time with family. It was the traditions. It was the meaningful stuff. And, you know, we've gotten to a point where big corporations and stuff like that have convinced us or have tricked us into believing that Christmas is about buying expensive things. It's about buying a bunch of stuff. It's about pouring our hard-earned money into these companies and buying up their products and their services and all of that. And I like the fact that she brought up, if you are going to buy gifts and presents and stuff for your loved ones, for your kids, try to shop local, right? Local businesses, small businesses, try to do that and pour money into the local community.
We have associated Christmas for far too long with spending a bunch of money on people and that being the way we show love. Same thing with Valentine's Day. But that is not what these holidays are about. That is what big corporations have made them be about, but that is not what they are about. You can give gifts to somebody and they don't have to cost you a bunch of money. I'm not telling you to spend no money and to have no gifts under them trees this year. That's not what I'm saying. Other people can say that shit if they want to. You can sit your kid down and try to explain fascism to a 5-year-old. I don't have a kid, but I wouldn't be doing that shit either way. What I am asking you to do is be creative about how you celebrate Christmas this year. That's what I'm asking. Make homemade gifts, y'all. My favorite thing to receive is a photo album. But when it comes to this Christmas season, I'm telling you to impact that economic cycle by spending less money. If you normally spend $1,000, $500, whatever the case may be on Christmas, or even more for some of y'all who are super blessed, that's wonderful. Try to spend less this year.
And so that's part of like the discussion, right? That's happening, right? There's a group of people who are saying we need to cancel Christmas altogether, right? Christmas has lost its meaning. Christmas does not mean what it used to mean. We need to cancel it altogether, point blank, period. Then we have a group of people, like this person here who's saying, I'm not going to cancel Christmas altogether. I'm not doing that, but I am going to be more conscious about, where I'm putting my money and how much of it I'm pouring into the holidays. I didn't grow up getting gifts and presents and all of these things. And it was explained to me in a way in which it didn't have the impact on me the way that I think a lot of parents are so mortified that it's going to impact their kids. I think it's about the conversations that you have with their kids and the confidence that you instill in your kids. And while I do acknowledge the fact that I was born in the mid 80s. And so I was growing up in the 80s and 90s before social media, before, internet, before cell phones and all that stuff. But I think it's doable. And so I had everything I wanted. I had a portable, I had my Walkman, my cassette tapes. I had my portable CD player, my CD cases. Anytime, okay, a boy band was releasing an album, baby, I had it on pre-order. I was subscribed to every teen magazine there was, okay? Tiger Beat, Teen Vogue, don't play with me. And it was just like this understanding of, yeah, you can get the expensive stuff, right? But then all these little things that, you know, put a smile on your face and that make you happy and that sparks joy for you and that are part of things that you're passionate about, I may not be able to provide that. And for me, it was just like, nah, I love the little things. And I love that this is causing people to start thinking outside of the box. I love that it's bringing the true meaning of Christmas back, right? What made Christmas special. And it was special because it would be during like winter recess, so I didn't have to go to school, and we can get up late and we could watch TV all day. Like, we didn't have to do chores because we had chores that we had to do every single day, you know, take out the trash and blah, blah, blah. Like, there were things that we had to do and we didn't have to do chores. And like, we had a landline, right? So if one person was talking on the phone, we just had like one phone for the whole house. And during Christmas Eve and Christmas, like, we could talk on the phone all day and my parents wouldn't say anything. Sorry, my dad can't talk to you right now, but I'll let him know you called. He'll call you back later. And it was like, it was so dope because any other time of the year, I would have to end my conversation with my friend because, you know, somebody's on the other line from my dad. My parents would get the fancy food, right? So we would have like holiday themed stuff like eggnog and stuff that they wouldn't buy throughout the year. It was so fun. And then there'd be Christmas movies and we would be able to watch like Christmas movies. And then there was always like holiday music on the radio, and all of the R&B artists and pop artists had like Christmas albums that they released, and so that would be playing, and it was still fun even though we didn't get toys, we didn't get gifts, but it still was special and it was fun and it was exciting. And you know, just letting you know it may not impact your kids the way you think it's going to.
As a Christmasaholic, I'm gonna do my best. I don't gotta buy no new decorations. I'm gonna not really Christmas shop. I'm not gonna buy a lot of things. And yeah, I'm not gonna buy a lot of things. I'm gonna buy some online. From I don't know yet. But I'm gonna do my part, you know, because I'm down for the cause. But cancel Christmas, I'm still gonna be blasting Christmas music. And I'm still gonna put the decorations that I got up. I'm not gonna buy no new ones. I'm not gonna get no new stuff. Maybe 2 things. But I'm not gonna buy no new stuff. Promise. Yeah. But I'm not spending for real. You know? I'm not.
I love that people are getting back to what it was. You don't need to get new decorations every single year. Use the ones that you've had. Spend your money on the things that you do want to spend money on. You know, if you love the energy and the vibe of Christmas, then don't spend money on the crap that, you know, the big corporations want you to spend money on. Spend money on the vibes, okay?
You don't got no money to buy Christmas gifts, just don't buy them. You just gotta tell your family, like, this year I can't do it. I'd rather have a roof over my head than to pay for you a toy or a gift card or a new air fryer. Just tell them you can't do it. Don't feel bad. You just can't do it.
If you can't do it, you can't do it. And don't feel bad. Don't feel shame for it. Don't feel less than for it. Don't see it as, you know, you failed. People who love you, they should be able to understand. And if they can't understand, then you know they don't love you. And that's a them problem. I love that this movement is shedding light and is telling people, let that go. Free yourself from accruing debt because of the holidays, accruing debt because of Christmas. Let go of the shame of not being able to keep up with the Joneses. The Joneses can't even keep up with the Joneses. Like, the Joneses are lying on Instagram and whatever other social media, Snapchat and all these other places. The Joneses are lying, okay? On TikTok, they lying. And so you're trying to keep up with something that's already a lie to begin with.
This is canceled at our house this year. A couple of months ago, we told all of our friends and family that we will not be buying gifts for anybody this year, and we will not be accepting gifts from anybody this year. So to not buy us anything. If you absolutely must spend money on us, you can buy us household supplies, or you can pay a bill. That is all we will be accepting. I just saw the first post of the season about gift ideas for the hard to buy for person in your life. It's not even Halloween. Like, what? Like, why are we doing this every year? We don't need any of this shit. So we will still be like decorating for Christmas and going to Christmas parties and doing whatever Christmassy things, but just no gifts. And I think a lot of people should be doing this. And I actually know a couple people who are doing this, and I love the idea. So it's not too late to tell all your friends and family not to buy you shit.
Definitely a good point. And so when I do things for people now, because I wasn't raised buying gifts, I kept the tradition. Like, all my friends, all my family, like, they know, don't buy me gifts. I'm not buying you gifts. And that's something, it's, you know, people didn't react the way that you thought they did. That people won't react necessarily the way that you think they will. There's no disappointment. Like, when I first meet my friends, I tell them. So we have some people who are agreeing, right? Someone said, I'm paying my daughter's December car payment. Right? That's the Christmas gift. Someone else said, my papa asked me what I wanted for my birthday. I said 2 new front tires. I went to the mechanic, who happens to be both of our mechanics, and he put 4 new tires on. And when I went to go pay, he said, oh, your papa prepaid all 4 tires for you. And she said, when I say I sobbed in that dirty garage, people were going through it. Somebody else said, I'm not buying gifts this year. I'm giving my kids cash and contributing to my granddaughter's saving account. Or grandkids, contributing to my grandkids' savings accounts.
Art, but unfortunately it's the reality of where most people are today and where a lot of us have been in our lives. So of course I just had to give my thoughts on it. Number one, if it's the adults in your life that you can't afford to buy for, they will understand. And if they don't, that's a them problem, not a you problem. So don't feel guilty about it. Number two, if you have children, I know that it can be heartbreaking, right? Not to give our kids the Christmas that we feel that they deserve. Let me tell you, as a mom of 2, who my kids are now adults, my children remember the memories and the experiences from Christmas way more than the gifts, okay? So let me give you a few ideas that I have. Decorate the tree, right? Put on Christmas music, make it fun, dance around, get them involved, make hot chocolate, things like that. Like, make it a whole moment. Make up a thermos of your favorite hot beverage, like hot chocolate or whatever you guys like to drink. Jump in the car, drive around your neighborhood, find houses that have Christmas lights and displays. They love that stuff. Let them help with decorating the house. Make paper garland. Create a free Canva account and go on and print out coloring pages. Let them do that. Use those pages to decorate your house. Have a couple of bucks. Go buy like a package of sugar cookie mix and a thing of sprinkles, like at Walmart or Dollar Tree, Dollar General, whatever. You should be able to get like what you need for like under $5 if you don't have it on hand. Let them help make Christmas cookies. Like, my kids loved doing things like that. Find out when all of this Christmas specials are going to be on TV and make a whole movie night of it. Make some popcorn.
I love these ideas. You know, you can turn it into like 25 days of Christmas, starting from the 1st to the 25th. And each day you do one of these things, right? Like, maybe day 1, you have like s'mores in the backyard, and that could like be a thing. Day 2, it's, you know, pop popcorn and watch a, you know, Christmas movie. And day 3 could be something else. Maybe you can like make gingerbread houses and decorate them and eat. I don't know if they're edible, but whatever. Like, each day you could be something else that is low cost or free. Okay. So I want to end with this person who had such a powerful message. And I think, you know, it was just so beautifully said. So I want to end with her. And so let's hear what she had to say. But I think this was just so beautifully said.
If you cannot afford any Christmas presents for anybody, I want to share this message with you. I want to tell you right now, from somebody that experienced 8 deaths in a 3-year period, including my mom, and I lost my brothers 5 months apart. Telling you right now, gifts do not matter. They have never mattered. They do not matter. In the end, it will always be time. It will be always be time that you wish you had. You will always wish for more time. I look back and I reflect on all these years, right? And maybe there's some gifts like I can kind of remember, from like my brothers, especially like the last gift they gave me, and some things that I remember with my mom, which are usually the statues that I set up, especially like the Christmas ones. But everything else is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. So I know it's really hard because during this season, you see other people that maybe can provide, a lot of gifts, and you see a lot of like these Christmas hauls and things like this. But again, just know it does not matter. It does not matter. Time matters, and you cannot buy people's love. You can't. You can't buy people's love with gifts. I know it's a way to like show love for some people, but it just does not matter. And don't let it stress you out. And instead, if you're in a hard season and you can't buy gifts, just embrace the fact that it is a hard season. We all have hard seasons, right? We have hard seasons. And just because this season's hard doesn't mean that the next season's going to be hard.
So, I thought that was so beautifully said and very powerful. She's lost 8 people in the last 3 years. And what she remembers most about them is the time that they spent together. It wasn't, every single gift that they ever bought her in her, throughout her lifetime. There's maybe 1 or 2 meaningful ones that she remembers, but for the most part, it was the times, the memories, the times that she had with them is what she remembered and what she wishes she could get back. It wasn't the gifts that they gave. Anyway, let me know. Are you canceling Christmas this year? Are you with it? Are you not with it? Are you going to do a certain version of it? All right. So that is it for this Restful and Softly Rooted. And I am excited to see you all in the next one. Okay. Bye.